Hello there, chums. Right, well, this is a 2020 guide to getting frigate modules the easy way on No Man's Sky. So if I fly close to an actual freighter, I should be able to tell what's inside of its cargo and storage areas. So you need to get fairly close and have your little receptacle over the storage area. You can see there, that one's got a frigate module in, whereas that one has ionized cobalt. So I only want to shoot the one section. Now if you only target the actual freighters, hopefully it's not going to lower your standing with the rank of the actual race in that system. So there we go, I've just got that little module. I didn't actually affect my standing with any of the races, but I have attracted the attention of sentinels. If I was to actually shoot this though, this little cargo pod on its own, that would cause all sorts of manner of problems with that actual race. I would lose my rank and my rating. But sometimes those little cargo pods might have one of the actual frigate modules in, so it could be worth damaging your race, your faction rating. I'll tell you how to get that back in an easy way in a bit. There is a secondary type of freighter in this system which has got loads of pods on, which is this one with these sort of like red barrels all over the dang thing, and yeah, it can be a little bit tedious to actually scan the actual red barrels to actually do a tactical sort of approach and attack. So you can just go at it all guns blazing and blow the living heck out of it. You will see that I get all sorts for blowing this thing up. So I've got some chromatic metal, I've now got a sentinel rating of 1, which is cool. I've got some platinum, great, well that can refine into nanites, so that's cool. And I also got some nanites anyway, which is fantastic. I don't know whether I accidentally shot a sentinel ship or something, but yeah, I got some nanites from there. But if I just keep blowing this up, hopefully I'm going to get myself a frigate module. I mean, they're not as rare as you might think. So yeah, blowing up these frigates doesn't usually damage your actual rating unless you accidentally fire on something that you shouldn't have, and yes, it may damage your faction rating, but like I say, I'll show you a quick way to get that back and sorted. There you go, I just got myself one of the frigate modules, so that's awesome. But yeah, don't blow up those cargo pods, the separate ones, unless you really feel you have to, if they've definitely got one in. And yeah, let's fly back to my freighter. So when you find a bunch of freighters, try to call your freighter in relatively close by. Just be aware that you know, freighters do move, they will disappear on you, so yeah, just be sure to have something in close proximity to escape the sentinels. I mean, you can shoot the sentinels as well if you want. Anyway, but here you go, now I'm actually on my freighter. On my freighter, I've built a little trinket farm. So I've got a load of the green storage containers up here, chums. And when you interact with the storage containers, it is a bit random in what they give you, but hopefully they're going to give you something for each of the different races to help improve your faction rating. These little trinkets do sell for quite a fair bit anyway, so even if you don't use them all to increase your faction rating, they do sell for a fair bit. So it's worth having these as early in-game things anyhow. But yeah, you can see here I've built like a two-tiered structure. So I've just put some little cabinets on the walls there, but turned them sideways to make a second shelf. And I've used the sort of like the red canister uprights as sort of like beams to make it look like it's holding it all together, just to make it aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I like my freighters to look functional, so yeah, that's why I've done that. But there you go, I got a load of trinkets there for free. Now you can also get those things down at Trading Post, chums, so yeah, but you have to pay for them. But this is all free, what I've told you so far, and as you can see there, I've got my salvage frigate module, which is great, lovely jubbly. And yeah, if I did damage my rating with any of the factions, now over at stations you can find all 3 of the races in one place, so it's really nice and easy just to fly over to a station and up your rating. I've also got a save point on here, so if I did want to do a save and reload at any stage I probably could, which is cool, but you know, you get an auto save when you get on your ship anyway, don't you, anyhow. But anyway, I'm just going to go over to the station and I'll be showing you guys exactly what I mean about getting your rating back up with each of the different races. So yeah, now I've got all those trinkets, those purple things that I just grabbed out of those green crates. If I jump on over to the station, which I'll see you guys over there in a sec. So yeah, here we go, I'm just approaching the station now. So like I say, if you fly into the station or into your actual freighter, it will get rid of the sentinel activity on you. So that's a nice little tip there for you, chums. So yeah, if you can, try and find freighters close by to either a station or your own freighter fleet, and then that way hopefully the sentinels aren't going to be too much aggro. I mean, your own freighter sends out attack ships anyway, but yeah, just flying in and then back out again, it should sort stuff out for you when it comes to your wanted level. So there's a nice little tip for you there. Right, okay, so yeah, I'm going to show you guys now how to get your rating back up with each of the different races. Now, in the stations, a lot of the time you are going to find one of each of the races with a little bit of luck. I mean, there's a Viking there, and I think I saw a Korvax as I was flying up, but I didn't see a Gek. But here we go. Let's interact with this guy. Let's give him my little gift there. Now, I could just stick with this one guy and hand in loads to the actual Viking. But you do have, if your rating was damaged with the Gek or the Korvax, you do have to find one up here. So if this was Korvax rating that I've damaged, there's my Korvax. And I would just keep handing in all the Korvax trinkets that I've got to this one Korvax dude, which is cool. And if you don't have trinkets for that race, like I say, down at the actual trading post, any visitors to that trading post, you can buy them off of there. But if one of the races are missing, you should find them in that door over there. So there's no Gek over this side, but they could be over that side. So I'd just jump over there if I was missing a Gek. There's also a traveller in this location, chums, and I did say I'd give you the location for this area, so you can come here and grab these modules yourselves if you really want to, if you like this system. It's in the NMSA hub as well, so there's the coordinates for that. You guys in viewer world have been freaking awesome as always. So yeah, I'm going to be ending off now, but hopefully that's a much better guide than my previous one. But I will put a card at the top right hand corner to my previous video. Take care. Goodbye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye. There's multiple ways to support my channel, Patreon being one. Thank you, Patreons. And I also have YouTube membership. Thank you, YouTube memberships. Yep, there's multiple tiers there for everyone. Be sure to check both out if you're thinking of supporting me that way. Hitting a like or a subscribe or leaving a comment. I love reading comments. Is another way to support the channel. Or there's merch if you want to find a dandy pair of socks or a t-shirt. Head on over to Teespring. Or just stay with Captain Steve a little bit longer and watch a little more. Hit join or sub. Heck yes. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Cheerio.